Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions, trading on the OTC Pinks as a fully reporting SEC company. I don't know why I added that. I don't know. You all know that anyway, but I figured I'd throw it into this edition of the opening introduction. But we got 4 things we're going to hit today. We're going to talk about reach improvements, how our universe continues to increase. We're going to talk about a second shift and what that really means. We're going to talk about how that could feed into next year. We're going to talk about our current focus and some things that we're considering. So let's get right to it. First thing is reach improvements. You guys know, very important that we stay connected to our AITX fans and followers, doing things like this video, making sure you guys are up to date. Well, I track those metrics. Doug and I track those metrics. Hey, are we growing? Are we staying the same? Are we shrinking? Right? Because I want a metric. I always want to be measured. So I have a goal to reach. This week was a big week for us. We had over 700 people added to our mailing list, our email mailing list, 700, which is huge. And we had another 163 added this week to our YouTube, to our AITX YouTube subscription. So those are great numbers for a tech micro cap like us. And we're already having great numbers compared to relative peers we might be compared to. So that's good news. And that has to do with you watching, sharing, and liking. So please, as always, like, share, and do whatever it is that you do, comment away. So thank you very, very much. We are trending up the way that we need to do it. Keep liking and subscribing. Watch the video that we published a couple days earlier. I want to say we published it on December the 6th of Troy, Mark, and I discussing some sales stuff and what 2024 might look like. I think that's a good video, and if you're trying to track our sales progress, I encourage you to watch that. At the same time as you're watching all this AITX and rad stuff, and you're thinking about, hey, maybe you give gifts for Christmas or whatever, right? Think about the AITX store. Think about rad merch or AITX. Makes a great present. I don't know. I'm not really a good pitchman for that, but shop AITX.com. Your friends and family might start seeing some Rio in their social media. They might start seeing some Rad Light My Way in their social media as well. So we're ramping up those campaigns on social to continue to build demand and encourage people to tell their employers, hey, we need this, we want this. So we're going to continue that, and that's going to grow in a big way in January. Okay, fun conversation. Let's talk about second shift. Now, everyone's getting really excited. Steve, get the product out, get it out, and do a second shift, because, there's only so many people that can make so much stuff in so many hours, hence second shift. But I want to share with you how growth for us really works. It works for us in steps. So you're plodding along like this in terms of head count. Maybe you're adding a head count here and there, right? So you're kind of crawling up a little bit, but some people are leaving, and so you're kind of staying steady. And then something will happen. There'll be an initiative that requires you to grow. One of those initiatives could be, hey, I need more production. We have more sales. I need more production to get out the door. Well, it's not as easy as just adding a second shift, because you got to think of the company as a machine. And let's say we consider it an automobile. So if we say, hey, I need more horsepower, we're going to add 2 more cylinders or 4 more cylinders to this car. Great. We might get some more horsepower. But the rest of the machine must be brought up to speed to match. So, hey, my fuel delivery, my ability to handle the power in the car, my exhaust, all of these elements, the strength of the vehicle must also be increased if you're going to try to add horsepower. Very similar in the factory. If we have a factory outputting twice what we have right now, well, guess what? I need to figure out how to get those deployed. Besides the fact that I need to make sure that I'm selling enough, and then I need to say, hey, are my ordering processes and inventory management processes able to scale and match? Is my production able to scale and match? Is my delivery and implementation able to scale and match? So you can kind of see that these questions of adding capacity have to be matched across the rest of the organization. I hope that we can do that in 2024. That second shift might come from a second factory, building Rios, which is really kind of what I think is going to happen, what I hope is going to happen. So that'll be the second shift. It might not be at the Rex itself, but at another facility. So that's kind of fun. But anyway, that's how second shift works. I know I got a lot of questions on that, so hopefully I answered that question. It's fun. It's Friday the 8th as I record this, and I'm doing kind of a monthly billing review right now. Just took time off, looking at, hey, each account, each device getting billed and how that's going. Looking at the totals, and I'm comparing it against what I've forecasted for our company to be growing into this revenue number that we're targeting for March-ish. So it's a lot of fun, and we're still staying focused, very focused on getting the Rios out, making them beautiful and perfect with the roses and the Avas that we have. And I'm really enjoying how it's going. I'm really looking forward to finishing this fiscal year, to feeding the excitement that we have around the AITX community, and then really having next year be another big growth year for us, right? That's the goal. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for. As I look at the numbers and I think to myself, okay, I've got a pretty good visibility to March, April, and, I'm building visibility into, this fourth quarter and into what's happening next year. I always think in the back of my mind, what can our valuation be? If we hit X amount of sales, what can our valuation be? How quickly can that grow? And, in a company like ours, I believe that if we hit this inflection point of having quarter after quarter of solid results, then I think that within just a handful of quarters, number one, as as I've said, will be positive cash flow. And hopefully the market will reward us. And then number two, it gives us options to continue to say, hey, okay, we're doing great, we're making money. Let's get back to some of our other products. Let's get back to doing some research and development and do some stuff like that. So these are things that are in my mind this weekend. As you guys watch this, do we think about firing up another R&D team, or do we stay in production engineering? So things are going through my mind. We'll see where it goes. But everybody, I hope that you are having a great weekend. I hope that you had a great week with AITX this week. And reach out, shout out, share. Thank you so much, everybody.